Hello everyone, my name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are your Bourbon Journey. Welcome to our second whiskey of the month. Here we are, geez, February has just flown by. We've been tasting bourbon and whiskey right and left. And we have four competitors on the table right now vying for that iconic cup that will be given to them at the end of the year. Rebecca, who is on the table?
Yeah, in alphabetical order. Penelope, Havana Cooper Series. Silk Velvet Whiskey, Single Barrel number 7. Stagg, 24D. And Woodford Reserve Double Oat. I think that's quite a lineup.
That's a pretty good lineup.
We're going to have a troubled time trying to pick a winner here. I'm just saying.
We got a couple heavyweights. We have a old brand brought back, and we have somebody with a interesting finish.
Yeah, so it's going to be all over the map.
It is. So we will be picking our winner based on
what we like today.
Exactly. Tomorrow might be different, but today is what matters. And here we go. We are going to start over here on my right, which will be your left.
Sample A.
Sample A.
Oh, that's got a lovely nose. Wow. I'm getting like cherries and
Cherry.
Stuff. It's so good.
I'm getting a little sugar. Maybe
Very
a brown sugar.
Confectionery.
Confectionery.
Oh, very confectionery. And it's a really nice color. It's got phenomenal legs, and
It does.
it's a really kind of a deep mahogany. Go and give this baby a taste.
Okay.
I'm getting a lot of oak notes.
I'm getting a lot of wood.
Yeah. Which gives me a little hint what it might be.
I have a feeling.
But it's really good. I mean, this goes from being a massively sweet nose to being a very savory palate.
It's the nose is definitely sweeter than the taste, but the taste does not. It's not bad.
Oh, it does not disappoint.
Really good.
It's really good. Want to do one more taste on this one?
Taste.
Yeah, I'm almost getting a little bit of a coffee taste that time,
Mm.
which I did not get the first time. Lots of times there's layers that form as you take each sip of a lovely spirit like this.
Coffee barrel. Yeah.
It is good. It's really good. Let's go ahead and take a sip and go on to sample B.
I'm just gonna bump that up first to get out of the way.
Well, okay. This one is lighter for sure.
It definitely is.
Not as much in the way of legs that I'm seeing. Let's go ahead and give it a sniff.
A tad bit of cherry, a little bit of baking spice.
And some caramel notes maybe?
Caramel's a good call, and a little bit of confectionery sugar. Been on a confectionery sugar run, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go ahead and have a taste of it. You may be seeing the bottom of the glass and know the numbers. We do not. So. Oh no, the glass doesn't have numbers. Never mind, skip that. What is that?
Cherry?
I have no taste. It's kind of following through for what I had on the nose. Bits of cherry. The confectionery is a little more caramel for me. Maybe a little bit of a brulee kind of a thing. It's got that kind of crackling thing happening.
It's got some pop.
It does has a pop. It's got some proof to it.
It's definitely not a lightweight in proof.
I think it's very good though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we didn't pick anything we didn't like. Let's get serious, right?
No.
Out of all the things we taste this month, we picked 4 things we liked.
True, we try not to suck.
We try not to suck. The words of Joe Madden. All right, letter C. I think it's the lightest.
Number C, there you go.
It's the lightest of the 3.
Yeah.
It's kind of clinging to the glass, but I'm not seeing, it's maybe a rim is forming, but not necessarily legs.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think I know what this is.
It is just love. This is a beautiful nose. It's like a bouquet of flowers. I mean, it just has, like, you go out to the garden and you pick all these different flowers. So it's not a rose bouquet. It's not a this bouquet. I mean, it's got all these beautiful flowers at once.
There's a
Wow.
gentle, it's a gentle sweetness.
Oh, it's just
Very
so
floral.
inviting.
It's very floral.
It's so inviting.
Should we taste it?
Somewhat confectionery.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much as the one before. Yeah, let's go ahead and taste it. Oh, you already did. Okay, wow. I'm getting some molasses now in the taste.
Yeah. The finish is short.
The finish is not as long as the first two for sure. I mean, the nose stood up great, but I got some really skinny legs happening. The legs often, for me, it's often either the legs and or the proof that leads to the finish.
I didn't get anything on the back end.
I got some sweetness on the back end, almost like some maple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
I'd
buy that.
And it's just very sweet.
It's
a sweet drink. I'm going to have to cleanse my palate for that.
Okay. We're on to D.
On to D. All right, color-wise, this might be the second darkest. It's not quite as dark as A, but it's got really nice legs.
Legs are showing up for sure.
Very quickly. Check out the nose. Cherry.
Tad bit of baking spice.
I'm getting kind of an allspice on it. Because it's not really cinnamon.
It is a very light and pleasant nose.
It's very inviting. I mean, noses that kind of shock you, right? They're overpowering. They're too spicy, maybe too sweet, maybe too much alcohol. I'm not getting that on this.
I mean, right now I'm digging this the most of the four on the nose.
Mm-hmm. It's really good, and the legs are just amazing. Let's go ahead and taste it. Oh, yum! That is really good. That is just really good.
It's sweet. It's honey. It's maple syrupy.
It's just good. I know I haven't said much. I'm going to drink in.
Wow. Now I'm
perplexed.
I'm really perplexed.
The legs on this, it's probably the best legs. The legs are just like this. They're just beautiful.
To me, the legs are just, I don't know. They're not like that, but.
On my glass, they were doing that.
No, there's a lot of movement with it.
And it's got a nice long finish. It's really good. So let's go through and let's just go through. Pull your glasses back. I know you like to move. He likes to move his glasses around to keep him straight. Let's just go through and smell and see which nose we like the best.
All right.
I like to check the aroma. I typically do not select a bourbon based on the nose, but I will reject one based on the nose. These are all great noses, so that's not going to happen, but I just want to see if there's any that I have a preference for.
Okay.
We're just going to go sniff away.
Okay, I'm really at a loss.
Okay, this is my favorite nose right here. That one's my favorite nose.
That's your favorite?
Yeah. That was easy for me. This is like, it's like my dream nose right there. I love that nose. I'm not saying I'm picking it as the whiskey of the month.
I'm going to have to go through it one more time because usually when we've done this or I've been involved with blinds
and this is my fourth one.
There's usually for me been an immediate bump out.
But your bump out's usually negative. Mine is I'm taking him to first. So my bump out is first place. And this one is 4th place for me.
That's 2. Or B, that is.
This would be C.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now it's between B and D for me for 2nd place. It's this one. That's my ranking. So my ranking for nose is A, D, C, B, C. A, D, B, C. They can see the letters. I can't see the letters. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we are really close. We both agreed that A had the best nose.
Mm-hmm.
You selected B 2nd, and I selected B 3rd. And then you selected D 3rd, and I selected D 2nd. So we're really close. So we both agreed that C was the least favorite nose. Okay. So that's just information to decide. I mean, we didn't hate any of these noses, right?
Mm-mm.
So we're going to go through now, and we'll probably fast forward this for you so you're not getting bored to tears. We're going to go through and taste them all again, and then do, and we can talk about it if we need to. Ready for fast time. Everybody's come on high. Okay, I think we've decided based on what we like, and it's going to be challenging because that's 3, right?
Yes.
So we have an agreement on 1.
Yep. So let's bump it.
No,
I'm going to bump it a little.
Well, yeah, we have an agreement on that. We have an agreement on 3rd place as well, right? That's your 3rd?
Yes.
So we have an agreement on 3rd.
So basically, we have one clear winner, and everybody else is blended in.
Yeah, we have a clear winner, and we have a clear 3rd place. Okay. Actually, they're all 3rd places. If you average our numbers, everyone else comes in 3rd.
Okay, so
let's just, for kicks and giggles, let's see if we would change either one of these.
Okay.
We'll be right back. So I think we have an agreement that 4th place is B. Yes?
Yes.
B. Let's find out what it is. I don't even believe it. Stagg.
Stagg
came in 4th place. I am stunned. I would not have guessed that.
I would not have guessed that at all.
Yeah, it says 3, and that was 3. So there you go.
And there was nothing wrong with that.
It was good, really good.
It came down to being an everyday drinker,
or even a weekly drinker.
Yeah.
Some things, you could hit every day. Some things like I want to pull that out every week. Some things are like they're an occasional drinker. Okay. So then our next one would be this one, right?
Yes.
Which is C. I don't even know what's going to be. 3rd place is Silk Velvet Whiskey.
Okay, well.
Really good for Silk Velvet. I mean, they are new back on the market, so that's pretty exciting for them. Really, they came in 3rd place.
Well,
they beat Stagg.
You knocked out a Stagg, which is extremely impressive. So now
we're up to
I have a feeling who won this.
We're up to this one, right?
Yes.
Which is D. So we're gonna see.
I know what won this.
Which is gonna be shocking.
I can't.
This is 2nd place. Penelope Havana came in 2nd. And I'm gonna tell you, we have tasted all these recently, and I was not able to guess what anything was.
No.
In a blind taste, I did not guess a single one of these correctly. If I would have told you what I thought was in each glass, I would have been wrong.
Which means there are going to be some people right now that are probably going to
shaking their
heads at what we just picked as the
winner.
So
we picked A, which you said Woodford double oaked. We picked as number 1. I can't hardly believe we did that. So, but it was absolutely a clear winner. And I don't know if they can see that here, so I'm going to pull these back just in case.
I mean, I will say the thing that shocks me the most about the Woodford Double Oak in this tasting is we tried it before, and I don't remember picking up butterscotch.
But it had it today.
It had it today.
And you just, on the nose.
Yes.
It was very butterscotchy on the nose. I was kind of thinking that might be the Stagg because it was so cherry and so butterscotchy. Yeah, I'm a little stunned. But hey, there you go. Let's talk a little bit about what, if you guys don't know these, but I'm just going to give you a little bit of information for each one. So our fourth place winner is Stagg. This is Stagg 24D. It is 127.4 proof. It was a surprise release for Buffalo Trace this year, and we paid only $99.99 for that bottle. So our third place is Silk Velvet Whiskey, which is a very new brand. It's a bring back from the dead brand, basically. It is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It's made, it is a sour mash process. It's been bottled at Kentucky Distilling. It is 107 proof, and we only paid $79.99 for that. So that's a pretty good deal too. Penelope, which I was just dying to get, and I'm not surprised. I'm a little surprised it came in second because it's such a unique profile, because it is the Havana series. And that means it is a 4-grain straight whiskey, 4 years in the original barrel, 12 months in Caribbean rum casks, and a month in maple syrup barrels. And its proof is only 93. For us to pick a 93 as second place is kind of shocking to me. And we paid $149.99 for that. But I will say that our winner, Woodford Double Oak, Wayne has never liked Woodford Double Oak that much.
No, I'm not even a fan of Woodford.
So the Double Oak is just so different. And it's the first year they've made it available for national distribution. Age 5 to 7 years, up to 2 years in a second barrel. The proof is only 90.4, but it does not drink like a 90.4. It has so much complexity on it. And this is the most expensive bottle we bought. We paid $299.99 for that bottle. We don't normally lean towards really expensive bottles. So it's really interesting to me that we're all over the map, that we picked Woodford as a surprise. But hey, I just want to give a shout out to Silk Velvet for coming in third place and being in the race and beating Stagg, because we've met their ownership team, and they're reviving a brand from the 1800s, and we're very excited for them. And this is just the beginning for them.
It is. The first place finisher, I was really surprised, and I knew it was a butterscotch flavor, and it really surprised me. But in the case of Silk Velvet, what's interesting with it is a very floral.
Yeah,
scent.
very floral.
And of all of the 4 of these, it's probably the most floral, very tea type smell.
And I was kind of thinking it might be Havana, because Havana has some floral notes too.
Yeah.
But it knocked it out of the park for floral compared to the other one.
I'm still surprised I picked Woodford. It's not something I pick up and drink.
And that tells you how good this Double Oak really is, honestly.
And we had just had a conversation with a very close friend this Saturday at a bourbon event, and we were discussing the Double Oak. And he's not a big fan of it, and we were trying to explain that
this is different.
This is really, really different, and it's honestly, it's one of those ones you want on the shelf because it is very unique in its profile. And for me tonight, what it has done is it has opened up. It is different than when we initially tasted it.
And it was great when we first tasted it.
I personally liked it.
I loved it, but I like Double Oak.
Okay, I like it more tonight.
Yeah, I do too.
the thing that, and you picked it up, is butterscotch. And when we did our initial tasting, if you go back and watch the video, I don't remember ever mentioning or picking up butterscotch. I was talking about the barrel.
I don't know, but I will, in the description, I will have all the bottle details for each one of them, as well as a link to the original videos for each one. So they will all be there. So it's interesting. We come back and do it blind, and we're getting something different. I have always been a double oak fan. This is my first time to ever experience a double oak, and I think it's phenomenal. When we first tasted it, I said, You know, I want to get one. I don't want to get a backup bottle because they're expensive, but this is something I'm going to want to get every year.
Mm.
And now maybe you agree now.
Well, the way it's opened up, yeah, I have to admit, if this is the flavor profile that's going to come out as it's opened up and the air's kind of combined with whiskey, yeah, absolutely. So, cheers to Woodford. Great job out there. Cheers to all of you, because honestly, this was tougher than last month. Last month was a 2-horse race.
Yeah.
This was actually a 4-horse race.
It was.
And it took a lot of thinking and a lot of drinking to come up with this decision. Cheers to all of you. Have a great night. Always drink responsibly, and please follow us on our channel.
And congratulations to Woodford Double of Elizabeth McCall.
Cheers.